Good afternoon, sir.
Very good afternoon. Okay.
Sir, on Wednesday, like you were sick, so like you did not take the class.
Hmm.
Sir, that day I sent you the my
File.
yes,
File.
sir.
Yes, yes. I just downloaded it. Uh, is this the one? No, no. Your file is different team. This is Prem Gopinath's file. Yes, this one.
Yes, sir. Actually, like the center part of the skull,
Hmm.
like the lower part of the skull, I was not able to adjust it, and so like I had many problems with it. Actually, I could not do the boolean also. Like I did something,
Hmm.
and the boolean function was not working for me. Like it just created a hole, and after that, like I tried to extend it out, but I don't know. It created two layers for that.
Okay, let me see. I can see there's two geometry.
Yes, sir. Like how it happened, I completely have no idea. Like I did something and it happened like that.
Okay, that's not an issue. You can just simply delete one. It's fine. So, okay, let's see. So here you're facing difficulty merging these two, right? Fill the gap.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So before that, you have to get rid of anything unwanted, like this one, hide it, and then go to modify topology, delete, hidden, gone. Now you want to connect this and this. So for before that, you have to smooth out this section. So for doing that, you have to go to deformation, polish by feature. So it's become a clean line, right? Now, now I want to connect these two. So how do I do it? I go to Z modeler, go to edge mode, and switch off your symmetry. Edge mode. There's something called bridge. Two polys. This to this. Okay, this bridge is not working. Rather, it created bridge, bridge. Okay. Okay. So if this thing is happening, so no problem. Let's see what I can do here. Let's see. If I close hole, it will close all these holes, but it won't create a bridge here. So I need to bridge it. Okay, if because it's not working properly, so I have to remesh the model. Like initially keep it as low as possible. Do not try to add more geometry. See, it should work.
Sir, and one more problem, like
Hmm.
right now it's showing in brown color, and
Hmm.
at the top part it's in pink color. Like why it was like that?
It's a separate polygroup. You must have created with box or something, or you must have cut it from something. That's why.
So
When
like
whenever you cut something or you like use polygroups, it will create a different polygroup for that particular section.
okay, so after that we need to do a Z image, so it will create a single
So
point.
for single you want, you control W. Shortcut is
Okay, sir.
control W. That's it.
Okay, sir.
Okay, let's see. Bridge. Oh, it's bridging, but it's okay. Oh, my bad. I have selected wrong bridge. Two holes. Edge to edge. Yeah. So I accidentally selected polygons, not not edge. That's why it wasn't working. So select this edge, bridge, bridge. Okay. So bridged. See this edge done. So you can create this poly bridge it. It should work perfectly. Now this base part you're having difficulty to create that whole thing, right? So there are
Yeah,
multiple
I
ways.
actually I
Hmm.
created the hole,
Hmm.
but when I'm trying to push it to the wooden handle, like
Hmm.
I'm trying to use the move brush as well. Like the shape is getting very like, distorted and it's not coming proper.
Okay. So I can just simply clip it. Okay. Like this. I just used a clip brush. Clip brush. So clip brush works beautifully for this kind of stuff. Control shift. Like once you select any clip brush, it will ask you to hold control shift. Press then alt curve. So you can see it's working differently. Oh, it will cut that for you and create that shape. And all this in between things. Now, if I want, I can fix those things. I can stream symmetry and change the brush to standard smooth brush, and I can smooth this section, clean all this thing. or I
Sir,
can just have, yes.
like one more problem, like whenever I'm using the lasso tool to cut something out, so they're asking me to delete the lower division polygons.
Yes, yes.
Like why it is
Any
there?
poly, any model with subdivisions, you cannot cut it, cannot cut or do anything. You have to freeze that. Either you have to delete the higher or lower. Make sure there is no subdivision. Then only you can cut it. That is something that's like prerequisite. You before you use that, you have to do that. There's no other way.
Sir, and what is the difference between the Z-remesh and subdivide? Like both are like increasing, like subdivision is increasing the number of polygons to
Hmm.
smoothen the model, and the Z-remesh is like it's distributing it properly so that according to the structure of
The
the
structure of
model.
the model, yes, like it's two, both are entirely different. Subdivide is like turbo smooth.
Okay, sir.
Subdivide is like turbo smooth, and remesh is basically change the topology of the model. Like it's
Okay,
not nothing to do with your poly count. Yes, we can definitely increase decrease poly count. We have controllers here, but it basically redistribute the polygon and make it like and follow the shape of the model so that it becomes easy for us to sculpt. So now you can just fix it, close holes, cut it, and now you can start refining things.
sir, and one more thing I was doing, like when I was trying to place the screws over there,
Hmm.
so I clicked Control Alt and I just dragged it from one place to another.
Hmm.
So you said it is created within that same layer, and
Yes.
like I was like I tried to select the second screw, and what happened? I was trying to scale it out, so both the thing is getting scaled. Like
So that's what you have to mask it. Like suppose I want to duplicate this. Control Alt W, Control Alt,
that.
place it here, right?
Yes, yes,
It is the same thing. And now if I want to increase this one, you can see it's masked right now. So it will affect only this model. But if I like demask this, it will affect both the model.
okay, sir.
So you have to mask this section wherever you want to work and then use it.
Okay, sir. Understood.
Like 2, 3 were there. So just like copy them and place it like this. Create those things. Okay. I'll just open the file. Okay, number 2. If you open the reference, so in this model, the corner is a little flat. So I'll use trim dynamics and let's make symmetry. So here you can see I have separated these two. So I can combine them again, merge down. Now I can work on symmetry. This part is slightly flat. It doesn't really have this kind of angle. All these corners also little flattish, not this pointy. I can see it's not working perfectly in symmetry, so no problem. I just focus on one side, fix one side, and then I'll just symmetry the model. Because this side you can see clearly there's a problem. Corners slightly edgy and slightly sharp. Control Alt Shift, hide that section. Oh, both are
So,
same only. Okay.
so actually, like when you are clicking Control Shift and Alt to hide it,
Hmm.
so for same thing is happening with me. Like it's not hiding stuff. So at that time, what I should do?
Okay, it's not happening. So what I can do is select that section. Symmetry is on. That's the main problem. So I have to switch off my symmetry, and now it should work. Yeah, control. Make sure symmetry is off. Then hide it. Then it should work. And that part I can just simply delete it. It's showing there's subdivision. That's why I cannot delete. So what I can do, the easiest part, split also not working. So I'll delete my subdivision level and delete hidden. So now it's gone. It's just gone. Clean geometry. DS dam standard. So now we have these designs. It is slightly length, slightly shorter than this. Yeah. Now this part, these two rings are kind of flat and this part have design. Show type I can check. So the edges are slightly beveled. So I can control D and bevel it. You can see it automatically bevel this thing, but it won't hold the shape. So I want it to hold the shape and add a loop in between. So what I'll do is like all the small modeling things we can do directly into ZBrush, and this select the loop, space bar. I can make it scale. Where is my scale? Scale and poly loop or edge loop complete. This one I can scale it slightly outside and click on this just once. So it will repeat the same command there automatically. Control D, D, D multiple times. You can see I get this sharp, this thing. Only thing I need one more loop here to hold this. So I can crease it, crease, edge loop complete, crease this one. So with crease, basically hold that shape. Control D, D, D. You see, now we have a very clean, smooth shape. So polygroup also different and my model also separate. Same thing I can do with this also. Increase. Crease it, crease it, insert edge loop, insert, insert, and scale, poly loop complete. Just click, Control D, 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 create those shape. Very easily, simple to create that. Now on this particular thing, we have design. So let's see. So design, I can do it manually also if I want. I can do it manually, like create those designs. So for this, Control Shift, click on this surface to isolate this, and I can just simply start drawing BDS. I can start drawing those things very easily. But this is like one technique. So, but what if I have an alpha and I want to place that alpha here? So in that case, alpha is basically a design. So I'll go and split again, do subdivision level. I can delete higher because anyways nothing is there, and hide this one, split hidden, separated, Control D, D, D multiple times, decent amount of this thing. For this I don't need much. This is quite nice and clean and smooth. Now I can start creating my design. See, it's much cleaner. So that crisscross design pattern, so I can search for something like this. Let's see, border design alpha image. Something, not exactly this, something similar to these. Yeah, this looks pretty nice. Copy image. I need to push this into Photoshop. So to create alpha, I need a alpha. So I'll go in Photoshop. Control new, control new, control V. So, and from this, suppose I like this one, cropped it. Just get rid of all these things. So now I have created this alpha. So to like create this thing, let's save it. Control Shift S, desktop, some name, PSD. I save it PSD. So what I can do, I can just simply use a standard brush, drag rectangle, and import that alpha. And if you see, if I drag it, I can create it like this. But I don't like it very much. It's creating issues. So instead of drag, I can use freehand or maybe dots. So, but you see, it's creating problem. So D, see, you can see it's not that clean. So let's see, stroke. We can use modifier, roll. It's rolling, but not affecting the shape. The roll distance I can increase. That is also not very nice. One. It doesn't work very nicely. So I have to either have to cut it into multiple parts and then do it, or I have to create a UV for this section and then bring it. So that is the best way of doing it. So Shift D, lowest division, and I need to create a UV for this. So I'll go to UV master, unwrap. It will create an unwrap for this very quickly, and then export this model. And open it into Max. I'll fix the UV according to the texture, so that I can like import this texture and use it in displacement and generate this detail very easily. Yes, I can manually also sculpt that, but manually sculpt I personally don't prefer because it's a little little not that polished kind of effect. So if you want to make it really polished and clean, it will look nice. ZBrush import script uh, here. UV. You can see it's almost correct only. So just rotate and straighten it. And fit it, scale and fit it within this UV box. Once done, now apply that texture that I have created, drag drop it on this. You can see it looks decent. So only thing I feel, it should be inverted. So control I, no, control. Black means it's going inside, white means coming outside. Looks fine only. Okay. Only thing, the resolution of the image is very low. So I have to increase the resolution, maybe 2048. So it will become, edges will become little soft. Save it. It's not that hard anymore. And I got this nice design here. And it tiles perfectly. So I have export this model once again. Export selected, override that file obj ring, overwrite it, ZBrush, export it, done. Now go to ZBrush. Here is a file. This time import it from here. It will re-import the file and it will automatically update the UVs in this file. Nothing changed, no UV, nothing changed, only change the update the UV. Increase the poly count, and now I want to create that design here. The easiest way and to get a very good quality detail, I can use displacement map. So there's two ways for applying displacement map. You have to switch on your texture, new white blank texture, and now go to displacement, import that texture here. But still you can see, cannot see anything because intensity is not switched on. So you can see the moment I increase the intensity, you can see the design. See the design here very easily. You can increase, decrease the intensity. So if you suppose this, if you like this design, apply. The moment you apply, it will become part of that model. So it gives you better result. It looks very nice also, and you can create very nice. And now I can smooth the model, I can relax the model and make everything really smooth and clean. So with this, it becomes super easy to create something like this. And for this also, I can just simply delete this one and bring it here and place it this here. I can do that. So like for creating this kind of design, this is like the easiest way of doing it. But yes, we can use drag alpha directly here and create that also. But that is a time consuming process and there is no accuracy. But with this, you have accurate because you can see the UV and you can see the texture and it's clearly accurate and it tiles perfectly without any problem. So generate this detail seamlessly.
Sir, can we use stencil technique for the same thing?
Stencil.
Yes, sir. Like last week, I was exploring the tools. So, like, I got the idea about stencil. So it is like alpha only. Like in the black areas, it will just go inside, and the white area will pop out. So, like stencil is like from the alpha thing, we need to import that. uh, yeah, input, and
Mhm.
then it will show one kind of a dialog box, and upon
Oh,
that, yeah, stencil.
you're talking about light spotlight light this thing. So yes, spotlight. This is those shapes. There is a light box. Where is my? Yes, definitely we can use that. Um, light box. It's in this only, na? Correct only. That option is I forgot the shortcut. Shortcut is H or something. Yeah, I found it. Add to spotlight, yes. With the help of this, also we can definitely
Yes,
use.
sir. Yeah, this thing
Mhm.
actually, like I
Mhm.
was exploring it, and
We can definitely use this, like we can place it wherever we want to place. You can see we can move this entire thing, and there's like coloring and all these options. Pin spotlight where to scale can increase, decrease, then move it. Like suppose I want to move on this. Let's see this one. Not H. There's a shortcut for this spotlight. Fade, background overlay. Oh, Z is a shortcut. Yes. Where is my scale? No, wait. There was a scale option. Okay, like it's been ages I have used Spotlight. Okay, I'll check out this and explain Spotlight also. It's yeah, I know like it's pretty a handy tool to create any of the design. It makes your life way easier. Reset everything. I'll check into this. Like I forgot a couple of options in this because it's been ages I've used it. Then I'll explain. I'll check into this and then explain this the entire thing. And now to smooth this thing, so I'll go to deformation, polish it slightly. We'll soften this thing, relax it slightly. So relax is too much, so undo it. This thing is not like this, it's little hexagonal. Hexagonal, slightly angle, make it more straight. Damp standard. Add all these edges. clear difference between these two surfaces should be visible. Yeah, now this looks much better. So this part, like half of the part is not visible. The second is visible. BDS, push them inside. Move. Now we'll start adding details as per this thing. You can see a lot of details here. Plus refine the folds and plus add all this grunge and all on the surface and refine everything and then polypaint this thing. And rest all the tools also will cover. I'll check that spotlight once again and then I'll explain it properly. We'll do it. Yeah. So refine this thing and we'll start creating everything quickly. Let's see this quickly. Akshay is present. Arnold absent. Ashwin present. Pete is present. Preem is present.
Sir,
Yes, tell me.
sir, I have a doubt in my files.
Yes, tell me.
Can you open it, sir? Actually, I sent my new file to your mail, sir.
New file. Okay, just
Yeah. Actually, the band nearby the high hold.
This one.
No, sir. This, yes, sir.
Hmm.
So I want to make the band more width. So I'm using clay build-up,
Okay.
and but it doesn't come, sir.
You want to make it wide.
Yeah.
So the
So no, so the width of the band. Yeah, I want to make the band too width,
like this.
and the inner part of the band.
As an inner thickness. Okay.
Yeah.
Inner thickness. Inner thickness. So let's see. So okay. For that we have to do it separate differently, because here I can see inner thickness. It's very so we have to. You can use clay builder for this. It will work. But for that BCB, so you need to, I guess. Let's see. Okay, I see it's
Yeah.
affecting both the side, right? So go to brush, then auto masking. Switch on your back face mask. Now it won't affect your other side. It will affect only the front side
Oh,
wherever
okay,
you're
sir.
painting. So it won't affect this side at all.
Okay, sir.
This will fix the problem. Okay. Okay, have another class. Okay. I'll see you guys tomorrow, same time.
Okay, sir. Bye.
Okay, bye bye.